This is Chairman Capo Daniel.
Okay.
Today, I'm coming to you.
My country people, them. I want to play this publication where Ndong Emmanuel, aka Capo Daniel, it be make yesterday, the 15th of January 2025. Una listen.
For the 5th time in this month, January, this new year.
Yeah.
When our boys, the Ambazonian fighters, have kidnapped from his home.
I can't call it kidnapping, just taking them. Please, come on, give me money so that they survive. We have people that have been taken, they go to an amber camp, they themselves say, hey, they come and say, mommy, I saw these boys in their camp, what they eat, how they live.
A young man in his 30s,
kidnapped
by the name Jean-Paul, is part of the shareholders of this travel agency called Nsop Boys. He was removed from his house together with his brother, put on bikes, and on the way, he was removed and executed.
Executed.
In cold blood.
Cold blood.
As the kidnappers, the boys took his brother to the village, to the bush. They have now called their family, asking for 5 million ransom.
5 million.
Calling people who are mourning to demand for 5 million ransom to release their brother, when they are not even done with the fact to realize that a young man in his 30s, full of future, vibrant person, have just been murdered in cold blood.
My country people, they might pause that video and then I explain something for now. You see, first of all, not the first time this kind of things that happen. Now, a daily occurrence in the Anglophone zone. I want to make you put yourself in the shoes of the victims. Imagine, say, some person kill your loved one and then kidnap the other one, go. And then they ask you for pay ransom for release the one where they hold them in captivity. Not just that, situations that they were me I know of, where the amber terrorists, they can now ask the family for pay millions for permission for bury the person where they kill them. And then on the day where they can't bury that person, not them go cash it on for them, not them go share chop, not them go DJ, not them go do everything so that they control everything when it happen. They control the occasion basically, especially chop. So now just a tip of the iceberg. But Capo Daniel continue. When I listen.
Some of their family members have not even heard that his body is in the mortuary or where they have kept his body. The boys are now calling for the family to demand for 5 million ransom for the release of his brother. This is what is happening now in our country.
Okay.
It was not long ago. It was Ndinkum, Pandikum, that
Pandikum, Ndikum
used neighbors to knock the door. Similar modus operandi that was done in my childhood house in Maitu. Remove him from his house, take him to the bush, beat the hell out of the pa, demand ransom. His family paid ransom, and he was released for no crime committed.
Crime?
Not only Pandikum. This year also, we have seen the syndicate leader of the transportation network, who was also Key Robinson, in similar manner, removed from a vehicle, executed in cold blood. The pictures and the videos of his body are so graphic that I cannot show you.
Now, independence.
How many of our people have been killed this only in Mezam this year? 6 high profile.
High profile.
Let alone the case of Justice Augustine Chang, who was kidnapped by our voices, taken into the forest, beat the heck out of him, humiliate him. No society, no community can survive at the rate at which these boys are getting out of hands. No society can survive in this manner. All business people have run away, running from these boys.
Okay. Where they running
from these
to?
Boys. Even when genuine fighters, they carry out attack, it only embolden, legitimize these hoodlums.
Okay.
We can no longer call them Ambazonian fighters. They
Why
don't
not?
fight for Ambazonia.
Okay.
These are criminal cartels taking advantage of the Ambazonia struggle.
I see.
To carry out crimes for greed, to extort our people, murder, punish and oppress our people. We must not accept this as the new normal.
It is.
We must fight back. We must fight back. And the only thing that can stop these boys when they come out with these guns is only the Cameroon military that can stop these boys now for our people.
What about your dark forces?
Because right now, nothing matters.
Your dark
Nothing.
forces.
Negotiation do not matter. Nothing matters when our people are under such high level, intense assault from boys who are supposed to be liberators.
Okay.
Who have tend to be hoodlums. They are hoodlums. They are not Amber Boys anymore. Don't call them Amber Boys because you only legitimize them. They are not Amber Boys. These are hoodlums.
I also want make una understand say it talk say now the Amber Boys they do the kidnapping. No longer Antanganji Boys as the excuse is the way they use them for 2018-19. They don't come full circle. They can't tell the truth. It talks about it. Say now Amber terrorists they kidnap. It no talks say Antanganji Boys. It continue.
Any genuine Amber fighter should leave the terrain because nobody can justify even campaigning again for Ambazonia. Because when you go out there, you start to campaign for Ambazonia, you only give hoodlums a legitimacy, a sense of legitimacy to go out and carry out atrocity against our very own community.
Okay.
If you care about our people, you cannot ignore the suffering and the rate of kidnapping that is getting out of hand. The arrogance of the boys that think that because they carry gun, they can do anything.
Okay.
Yes, we've had successful stories of people who claim that they have been kidnapped. When they went to an Amber camp, they came back, they changed because they saw the condition in which these fighters were living. They saw the food that they were eating. Fight and live a chop. You not chop, you don't feel run. You not chop, you egg on the tonsil. You not chop, you don't feel fight. So what would they give gun? We give this in. We know things also of the chop and fight and the chop. So sometimes we want to just castigate about issue of kidnapping, but they have to feed, they have to live. So they will use other means to live, to feed. So sometimes don't criticize. We criticize, okay, not good. But we have people who have gone there and come back and tell us good stories. Listen, I thought I was kidnapped, but once I saw, say, please, kidnap me more. Kidnap me more. So this is the white man word. White man come with language, kidnapping. Kidnapping. It's that you do wrong and we arrest you and say we kidnap. No! It's arrest! We are not arresting you temporarily. Temporarily arrest. Then we leave you. So we understand the kind of kidnapping is very negative. You know, our enablers use the word kidnapping. It's not kidnapping. They arrest you temporarily to beg you for money that people need to feed because they need to survive. They need to survive.
PAP have put out a public statement, which I want to read.
Okay.
It's a press statement that we are releasing concerning the death of John Paul, the young boy who have been killed by Amazonian fighters. We condemn the brutal execution. The line between resistance and upright criminality have become increasingly blurred, causing immense suffering in our society and our communities. PRAP urges our communities to take immediate steps to safeguard themselves through the following measures. Formation of anti-gangs, organized neighborhoods. They must organize their neighborhoods to protect themselves and be able to intercept these criminals. Quarterhead must take leadership to unite their people to fight and be able to intervene in this situation. Bad actors, bad Amazonian fighters and their camps must be exposed to the Cameroon military for actions to be taken against them. We are not, this is a matter of self-preservation.
Okay.
We must act and act now. True liberation cannot be built on the suffering of innocent people. Let us unite to reject this act of violence and protect the sanctity of civilian life in our community.
Okay.
So, my country people, them, where they for ground zero, now wait till this way it happen. Ambazonia fighter them, they don't come for the young Banto boy, their house. The boy named na John Paul. Now, one of the shareholder them for this Store Boys Travel Agency. He did a manager for that company. Then come for a house, we gun them, catch the neighbor, talk me the neighbor can knock a door. The neighbor open a door, then catch he and his brother, then begin go them. Then reach for road, move this young boy away now around 30-year-old pikin. Shoot and kill him. Young, very vibrant boy. Now the kind of boy and you say, do not say they go succeed tomorrow for build their communities and for build their family. Now the one this way they don't take and kill them like that. And not be the first one this way they don't kill them this year for the transport society syndicate. They don't first kill last week Robertson when I be the big man for the syndicate them for all interurban transport them for Bamenda. The other day, then cash na pa tanto for Bamenda. Take 3 million for a family before they release it. No society, no, if you accept this amount of kidnapping the media they happen, then she don't quiet. No society, no, if you survive, we boy they kill their own people them. We no fit call the boy them against the amber fighter them because they need to fight for Ambazonia.
You sure?
Now, thief people them now hoodlums them.
Okay.
What people they need to take action for protect themselves. Number one thing I say, Cameroon military, they don't get the ability to intervene in an active kidnapping case or an active shooting case. Their special forces them, they hardly there for inside Ambazonia. Either they have for upstation or they need for their camp. They don't get the ability to intervene when such things that happen. So what people they need to take action, not for create anti-gang them as we done they create them before for fight against such criminality them. We will work with quarter head them for form anti-gang them, meaning fight against and intervene for stop kidnapping at the spot when it happened.
Okay.
This one will require, say it will be done in secrecy. Quarter head them, they will select boy the way they fit trust them, work in harmony to make sure they create a network of defense for every quarter by quarter to protect themselves against such criminality. Why were people they need to use every means at their disposal to fight back and to protect our community against this chaos and criminal actions from these hoodlums? We must be active to use our own solution to protect our society, just like we fought this war. We must protect them against these hoodlums. They will use any means necessary, including the Cameroon army.
Okay.
Because that is the only way some of them can survive. But for active cases, we need to work with quarter head them for build anti-gangs within quarter by quarter, where they feel intervene when active cases go on. Where they too feel return fire when this boy then can shoot that gun them, or when they can catch man. Now the only solution this will be Giamwe Pap Idan Shidong, our expert them for ground and talks, and I think this will be do.
I hope say my contributor them when I hear what to wake up Daniel talk, it's not the only solution that.
Now the only solution this will be Giamwe Pap Idan Shidong.
So make they call the Cameroon military, they use the Cameroon military for wipe the picking them. Capo Daniel no talk say, make they go down for some table for dialogue or negotiate with these terrorists the way they can't kidnap una on a day-to-day basis. It talks about it. Now the only solution that form your own anti-gang them, go after them, wipe them out. Hang on a minute. Is this not what I have been telling you since when the Amber terrorists attacked me for 2018? So when I see I'm saying this, so countryman position never shift because are they on the truth. Because I know what I'm talking about. No amount of dialogue, negotiation, cheeseburger, competition for Canada or Norway or Switzerland, it go stop the terrorists who carry guns for bush, make it not come kidnap you or kill you. My dear Bamenda people them. And Bamenda think this. This thing, when was the last time when I hear say they kidnap some person inside Boya? When was the last time when I hear say Amber terrorists they do something inside Kumba town, even Manfe town? It know they happen. But Bamenda, the biggest town in the whole of Northwest and Southwest, now for the rampant kidnapping, it happen. Ask yourself why. Now because now Bamenda people their thing. We don't kill even the terrorists, the ATF terrorists, the way they be there inside Mezam. Now this picking the way they can't do this thing them now sort picking them. They come out right from Bui. Can't commit atrocity inside Bamenda town. And now why down I think here they talk na lamso when they can't commit these atrocities them. This particular boy where they kill him, or man, this particular man where they kill him, Jean Paul or John Paul. Now sort picking. Now targeted assassination. They send that picking and say they come right for your door, come move ye. Go waste them, throw them. Now the new normal that in Anglophone zone. Why? Because Anglophones, especially Bamenda people, the man no talk say Anglophone. Bamenda people they be talk say make your territory ungovernable. As Capo Daniel Ebede make that video, the same night, that same sort picking them. They come back again for town. Can't shoot gun randomly from my phone from Kwende for Kona Amumezam. They injure at least 8 people. Them one person, Karin, this girl. When I see a picture there on the screen, it die in the process. Why? They come for another kidnapping for ransom situation. This is how they survive. And now, Bamenda people, they might tell us something. Now this one, it go born on a hard go pass. When I see all that money where they contribute and they give them as ransoms when they can't kidnap your family member, do you know where that money goes? You want me to tell you, there is smoker. Now drug addicts, the money goes to waste. Do you know what it means for save 10 million francs? It means, say, if they kidnap your person, you pay ransom, even 300,000. I guarantee you, say, for Anglophone zone now, that money not enough for the person is saving. That person, it go borrow that money na borrow. It means that you enter Jangi upon Jangi, maybe sell property for find that 3 million for pay, for save your life. After you don't pay that 3 million, then you run for your life. It means that you go come out, leave your investments, your assets, whether now family property, house, where you don't belong, your job, where you don't get time. You come out run. You didn't run a poor bill, you didn't run the gun at Francophone zone because you know, say Francophones, they love you. You didn't run that you are on Anglophone demons. But men, they are demons. Northwest demons. Now the way you run away from, where they kidnap you, collect ransoms, you run away, go start afresh. No, you're not starting afresh, you're starting in the minus. Because now you get debts to pay. You don't go enter Jangi, borrow money for pay ransoms. Now you don't sell properties. Maybe you get some motor, you sell them. Motor will be worth like 4 million, you sell them for 2.5 for rescue family member. Property will be worth 10 million, you sell them for 3 million for rescue family member. It don't impoverish Anglophones to some level where we are not fit ever understand.
Because in truth, we have groups who are kidnapping because they have a camp of 500 fighters, 400 fighters. How do they feed? How do they feed? 400 fighters. How do they feed? They are forced to kidnap people to take money so that they can buy food, they can buy nuts. And sometimes we don't even blame them. We don't even blame them. They are forced to do it.
Meanwhile, they talk for year. My give on my case study. The other day, some person make me a vex. Where it make me, I shouldn't think about exactly what the way amber terrorists. They don't cost me personally, financially. I don't want to count the other cost the way it no be quantifiable. I know, some kind of things the way they be priceless. For example, if they can't burn your house, they burn the only picture where you get of your mommy. You don't feel quantify that amount, that the value, the sentimental value for that picture, where for live and for posterity for your generations them, for know how their grandma may look like. They burn your family history and your heritage. Might talk about the one way I should down and calculate financial cost, the toll on me personally, when the ambassador terrorists attack me. And they cost the amount every single day. The other day I calculate them, it come up to 150 million francs. That's how much they cost me on properties, the way they destroy them, and investments, the way are for the enjoy them, but I don't enjoy them anymore. So I'm talking about lost revenue. For all these, how many years? It don't be 7 years. Lost revenue. Assets where they don't destroy them. 150 million francs for a young person like me. But at least I still get my life and I still get the ability for work. And I get the opportunities then. So I get back to work. I go start back for square one. I build my life. Some people will never recover. Never recover from the atrocities where the amber terrorists, they commit them for them. Some people will never, ever recover. But then again, despite our differences with the Capo Daniel, them, Dong Emmanuel, I appreciate any person where see say they do wrong or say they take a wrong stand and then it do a U-turn, it come back for can't take the right stand. That is the right thing to do. Finally, Capo Daniel don't arrive at the conclusion where me I don't arrive at. From the very first day, And now why that way our position, it be unwavering. We be uncompromising. Now other people them, they change their stand, come meet up we will way would they. We never ever shake. Shake in no day. Ambazonian terrorism must be destroyed by every means necessary. By violent means. Even Capo they don't tell una today. It talks now the only solution that this Pekin they get to be eliminated. They get to kill them. That is the only solution. Any person where they shouldn't wait for European, American, Canada, Norway, Switzerland, Yaoundé, for can't carry that shit where you shit inside your own parlor. Continue the wait. It is smell now. You shit inside your own house and then the complaints say make neighbor can't clean up. No. You self where you shit inside that house, you go clean that shit. Yes. Bamenda people, clean your own shit. The terrorists where they terrorize una know them. Una remember for 2016-17 where una become the march for street. How many people go? Why una need to still march to sing that song again? When I don't tire, I hear someone they talk say we want peace. Who take away your peace? Who? You want peace from person where no hold your peace? Trust me right now. The peace where you want them, you need to go on your knees and beg President Paul Biya na beg him. Beg gendarme them na beg him. Beg Cameroon military na beg him. Say, please come. I know what's how that begin the day. Can't kill the shit, no white blast terrorists them so that I get more peace. That is the only solution. My country people then.
I say before I continue, I want you to know that the most notorious criminal who was calling himself General Alaji, you know, you made mention of that man.
Exactly, I did. Yes.
He has been killed by La Republique. La Republique killed him too.
No, they did not kill him. They did not kill him. Alaji is alive.
Oh, he is?
He's alive.
Oh, the information I got is that they shot him on the legs and finally killed him. You just dampened my spirit by saying that he has not been killed. I was happy when I read that he has been killed.
Attack hospital, rape girls, rape women, kill, slaughter, some maim the people.
Because of lack of funding and because their leader also has been arrested. Ayabacho's ADF has no control anymore. And those arms are now floating in their hands, and seeing they don't have a leadership and they don't have funding, they are now a security risk for our population. Those boys who are now causing mayhem on the population, particularly in the city of Bamenda, are the ASA. We have the ADF, and now that they don't have any more funding, they are now a security risk for us. And the third group is the army itself, particularly in the city of Bamenda. Those are now Amber boys terrorizing the population. Any boy you see them smoking cigarette and so on, so our population should make a clear difference between those boys who are running around in town with guns, with cigarettes, smoking on street corners and with guns. Those are Ayabacho's bandits. The ADF, remnants of the ADF of Ayabacho, who is now in prison in Norway, who have guns that were supplied to them. These are the people who are running around with guns, the unauthorized guns. They don't have, they are not in any unit. They run around both in the day and the night, terrorizing our people. And that is what we are saying. We have a fight in our hands.
It occur that somebody, another Ambazonian, will begin to steal in the name of war from another Ambazonian. How did we get right there? Which has been going on forever. What is going on, we have said in Bamenda now, are the people who moved, the bulk of the people who moved from Momo, the ADF fighters, who have been documented for stealing, who have been documented for never fighting against the Republic of Cameroon. The fact extortion in the name of war. They are simple. But the question which I always ask when they were in Momo is, these guys doing all these things, they are not living in the moon. They live with the people. Why are people allowing them to do this? They know them. Some people know them. Because Bamenda is not a place called like Fako where there's a big forest. They kidnap somebody and take you to a house around the corner and extort money from you. I don't imagine any thick forest in Bamenda where they kidnap people and take them to where they will not be reached. Just like when they kidnapped Madame Mundi in Bamenda town, Mancon town, she ended up somewhere in Batibo with a Pajero. Came back in a helicopter. So there are people, our own people, who for whatever reason are aiding and abetting in this nonsense. As I was saying, I saw Capo Daniel crying that they burnt their house, they raped people, they did all that. Even though in his so-called broadcast, he said, well, the magistrate was adopted. This is official.
We are coming, by Stambesia, we are coming to that. I just wanted, we are going to come to the Capo stuff. I want us to listen to Capo himself.
What I'm trying to say is that, in summary is that they are doing this with the cooperation of some of our own people. And until the people in Bamenda, where this is going on, by the time they realize, like the Momo people did, and send them out, because I hear them call them now residents. Our own people there, fathers and mothers, they have to be the primary fighters against this nonsense. If a boy or girl is doing this thing nearest your house, don't caution it. Let him be brought to book. Because the more you caution it, it will turn on you the next day. Yeah, they can come from your house, and rape people's daughters. The next day they will rape your own. The next day they will rape your wife. That thing, which is organized criminality, cautioned by some of our own people. So I think the warning should be those who are housing them. There's also much you can try to do. If someone is set by way of Gambe man that will catch Choyaba thousands of miles away and lock him up, most now have believed it. They caught him there, we didn't report them. So they caught him. So there's no hiding place where you commit those sort of crimes. There's no space for you to hide.
Yeah. Amazing. But it seems you want to say something?
Yes, I want to argue that these idiots had a camp in Alabu camp and in Tanka. The one of Alabu camp was decimated, and most of them were killed. And they migrated to Tanka, and they followed and killed them. And each time they kill them, they scatter them. They go and commemorate somewhere and make a camp where it is not. I cannot say that the population supports them, but the population knows exactly where they are, and they have been given information on where they are. That is why you see. They are dying in their numbers, but yet they remain a security risk for our people. That's what I was going to say. ADF, Egopse, and Ayabacho, their actions are clear. They are a terrorist organization, a group of bandits. They kill Ambazonians. They extort money from Ambazonians. They kidnap Ambazonians. We as a government, we have not instituted any taxation on our people during this wartime. But Ayabacho and his group, and associated by his former kingsman, Capo Daniel, have been collecting money all over the place from our people, claiming to be a liberation tax. It's a terrorist organization. a group that executes people in public, a group that goes into somebody's house, takes him out and shoot him down, no questions asked. It's no different from Hezbollah or Hamas or any terrorist or the ISIS or Al-Qaeda or even this terrorist group that is giving La République du Cameroun nightmare in the extreme north. So my point is, let's not associate Ayabacho with our struggle. But we have to fight him and fight him to finish. He's a terrorist and must be treated like a terrorist. Or his group is a terrorist group and must be treated like terrorists by the Ambazonian government. We can no longer allow him to exist in any shape or form, pretentiously exist in any shape or form as a group in Ambazonia that represents our aspiration. It does not. Because for as long as I know, Ayabacho and his group have never fought La République du Cameroun. All they do is they kill our people. They kidnap our people, collect money. They tax our people and collect money. They do all the evil things that any terrorist group does. And they are partners in crime. Our enemy, La République du Cameroun, is watching them and is happy with what they are doing, and they have even embedded their soldiers in the group of Ayabacho. Go to my village, a place called Alabukam. You will find all the boys that there are also B soldiers, francophones, B soldiers embedded into the ADF that is occupying that part of Mancon and doing the type of things they do in Bamenda town. They kill journalists, they kill our civilians, they go to Guza and they shoot in public innocent people, and they have killed all our important fighters. Chacha, Isubu, General Biabia, and the rest of it, and the 8 fighters in this same Guzang that were gunned down and buried by Ayabacho. That is the job. That is what terrorists do. So we cannot be talking as if Ayabacho represents anything in our movement. He doesn't.
I don't know whether you there for ground zero or you talk the talk. So you say for no the talk fine. He talk now about 3 years this. He know the change no nothing. But you did see say the struggle they die now, or you know the see say the struggle they die. You want to say me phone no the talk. Phone go continue repeat a word them as well as you. When I will continue for following our liberation tax and people they come out the inside they struggle. Yes, come for ground zero. Now me, mommy for Bamenda, I talk say come for ground zero. Then waka from village to village as we buy and sell with waka from village. So listen to people them, listen to picking them, listen to mommy them, listen to papa them, listen to you them. You go know say the struggle, they die, they go because of liberation tax. When the workers suffer, when the workers struggle, for any living. You are there for the liberation tax. So that you the talk now so because you be you inspector. Yes, yeah, inspector they feed you. You the shidon for what's shidon, yeah, inspector they feed you. You know, they check you about the ground zero, whether with this or with the husband of which kind of way before we get them. When I don't make them military, them they don't be the one that they climb on top. We hate say any small thing we get them go for brigana. They say more pain like this, more pain like this. If it been a bush boy them because they can't say bush boy, they say if it been a bush boy them. Like when I know yeah, come on, give that money. They talk that thing. You talk say no get money. If not, then we can't stand for here. When I know for you know for jam, you talk because now we no just talk that thing. If not, you enter for day. Yes. Now so the life day now. Now so the life how we would live on that day. I beg you, Inspector, come down for ground zero. Come work for ground zero, yeah. Come work for interior. Then you go see him. Even the new town and they come with their way that them they stand still on their feet. Even if they do it now, they just do and I say, well, no surrender. Like I know things say the majority it day again like that first time. You talk now which kind of thing? Which kind of thing you want to say for the repeater? It repeater because it's not correct. We like me for my Bamenda, I will be buy and sell work all around. I tell you, say it's not correct. That liberation tax don't kill you with struggle. Liberation tax don't kill you with struggle. If you don't kill the struggle, when they continue, why would I not continue for the taxi color? Why would I leave taxi color? When I leave taxi color now, as waiting. When I for continue to say the taxi they must spend time. When I for continue, they see wonderful thing away Ambazonia and they go do for una. When I for continue, then when I see wonderful terrible thing away, it go turn inside the land. When I don't go touch that one, when I see say hot, when I run go back all for the one way, when I come meet all the we poor things there for inside farm. We man to go work one bed farm. One come out for there, they say give money, say liberation tax. They liberate now waiting. The thing they liberate and waiting. Liberate the kidnapping away when we own one picking way sometimes you two don't try go someplace. You don't come for can cry and die. So when I take and go out of inside bush, collect all money for his skin, even keys on one they add for the. Now which kind they talk that you to the talk. I know nothing man like you away. You build land that to they call you inspector. You feel talk that kind of thing for fun because without fun the singer I just did like Mama G. G for general. It is also repeat and they talk say the unity. That unity I will talk so way
unity it will continue to be elusive for Ambazonia.
That is the man on the screen there. I thought he was going to come out. I thought he was going to come out to tell us where the ADF was fighting, or at least to congratulate our restoration fighters. No, Cho Ayaba came out, launched attacks at Dr. Sako, launched attacks at Chris Anu. Shouldn't he be telling us where his boys are fighting all this time with this firepower that we see on the ground? Barrister John.
Yeah, look, Chris. Before I say it, look at the way he's dressed. In which academic institution in England will you have an academic man like this?
I don't know. Now you are saying that, not me saying that, Barrister John.
Well, let me tell you, these our enablers are now ashamed. Look at him. This is a man with blood in his hands. Look at his face. He's a killer. He knows that he come to Ambazona, he will not survive. So he is sticking to his guns. All those kidnappings are orchestrated by remnants of the ADF in Mankon and leased with Bafut. Look, that cross and die man is in is somewhere in Tanka, and there is a remnant ADF camp in Tanka, and they should know our restoration forces will come after them. The Alabo camp has been reconstituted into an ADF camp, and there are a few of them there terrorizing every Ambazonian from Meta through Mankon and beyond, kidnapping them and taking ransom. We have a job to do, Chris. We have to go after these guys and decimate them.
Yes, you are very right.
It is uncalled for.
So for conclude this presentation, my country people then, I want you to look at any community where it get peace and tranquility, where normalcy it don't return. Think about any community or any division, which one comes to mind, and then ask yourself, how was it possible, say they achieve normalcy, say they get development, peace, and you need ever hear about kidnapping or not as rampant as Bamenda? Of course, you get places them like Lebialem comes to mind. You get Manfe Central, you get Kumba Central, you get Boya itself, of course you get Limbe and Nkambe Central. Of all of these places, the way I don't call them, one thing it be true and clear. Now say the community itself, it don't decide, say they don't want Ambazonia terrorism. Starting with the whole of Libya, they picking them where they be carry guns inside bush for Libya, they go back inside that Libya talk say, we go can't destroy the thing where we be creating. And when I know the job where we don't do them on social media, with Belters at song, with Rado, with Valentine, and with Kingsley, when I remember the activism, the sensitization, and a bad reach for level where they begin to talk say enough is enough. If the Cameroon military be too slow, they go back for that bush, they carry bangwa firewood, they knock Oliver 33 explore for head, they quench him, peace and normalcy, it come for Libya. Now exactly the same thing this way Capo Daniel they prescribe them today. So they need to create anti-gang. So the people them in that community where they suffer the terrorism, they need to take matters into their own hands. They need to find Bamenda firewood, when I find Mancon firewood, Nkwen firewood, knock the shit, nobody blast them for head, kill them. When I do am so, normalcy it go return, when I go experience some peace, this kidnapping nonsense it go stop. And I understand now we don't kill plenty of the Pekin where they be terrorized Mezam, Alabukam, Choalam, and all of those places them, Bafut, but the ones where they come now from other places them. We don't wipe Momo fine. Since when they destroy the so-called ADF mother base for Momo for Batibo, so you see and say the few ones where they remain now, they don't run camp for Alabukam, can't join the other few ones where they did for day, and the other terrorists that they did for Bafut, they don't come to can't join the one they did for inside Mezam, for they terrorize people for Nchualam, for Malfor, from Quen, and for Bambli, and all those areas them. That is the truth we understand. And now increasingly we see I'm saying and so picking they come out right from Bui. They can't terrorize people them inside Bamenda, but they come out from Saltland. So this is one opportunity my contribute them. When I take the advice where Capo Daniel give una. Now the same advice where I don't give una for God knows how long. Since 2018, I don't tell una this thing, it never changed. When I need for liberate ourselves from the Ambazonia terrorism. When I find Bangwa firewood knock on for head, quench ham, peace, tranquility, and normalcy, it will return to our communities. That is the only solution. If you should not for the beginning wait saying some white person or some person come up from America or from Yaoundé, it can't help you for clean the mess where you make them, because like how Mark Barretta talk, you know if you give the picking them guns where you don't give them chop, it tell Wuna because he knows that now Wuna give that picking them the guns, and they picking them to a certain extent they'll be angry at Wuna. I tell Wuna, when were these terrorists that be visit me, because I always talk, I relate to my own story. When they come from my house, when I know one of the things where they talk they say they're there for bush, they suffer, we're there for town, we they enjoy. So just the fact that you go about your day-to-day activity, you go market, go buy jama, you feel go sleep for your own house, if you go visit your mommy, if you go drink beer for bar, all of those things them they envy them, and are drug addicts on top of that, and are illiterate. So na triple whammy, where it been a dangerous combination for an illiterate shit, no white blast, for be high on drugs, and then it be angry on top of that. Dangerous combination. They vex with una. Say they so, una radicalize them, manipulate them, send them for bush. Now they don't go for bush, now they don't be addicted to drugs, they don't live a normal life, and then when they in a town now, when they live in a normal life. So they will kind of kill una one by one. Out of anger, stupidity, of course, criminality and thievery, they need for survive. Like how Mark Barretta tell una, they need for survive. They need for survive. They are just struggling now for survival. And I waited, I don't tell una since 2018. In the Anglophone zone, there is no such thing as a fight or legitimate fight for, political or whatever against marginalization or for the betterment of Anglophones. Wrong. There is no such nonsense. It is all about criminality. I don't tell now since 2018. I'd be so happy. Say finally, I don't convince a few people them through evidence where it be laid to bear. Ambazonia terrorists, they can't move Anglophones them, they kill them one by one. And they could touch all man, and until it touch all man, it not get right for end. So that make all we feel the consequences, make all we feel the pain, so that we not go repeat this same stupidity in the future. Thank you, plenty my country people.
Make una devise other strategies for keeping our groups alive. And those other strategies, when I get prison, then when I hold them on bail. When I catch one of those, or two, or this, or three of those enablers, the one the way they come out diaspora, where they never ever talk for the revolution, but they feel say they feel run business inside Amazonia for war. When I catch them, they go pay 2 million francs before they are released. 2 million. Now, so now take and survive down at groups that for ground zero, because down at groups that they do good things for this revolution, for advance the revolution. But no money ever care. That means that nobody care how una they raise funds, how una they even survive, how una they chop, how una they take care of ourselves. Nobody never has the answer. But they the only one seeing our results. So because those results that they come after something not happen, make una continue for make una struggle, una groups for stand up strong. Bail they back home, and if you use bail for raise money, enough money for fund una groups them. We'll continue for give una those strategies, and we'll tell una this December diaspora bushfallers that they go back for Amazonia. They want the way they don't keep their name them very quiet, where they need to talk anything, where they feel say, oh no, me not tapang they talk that nonsense. When they go back, we'll send a list of everybody in name where they go back for ground zero. We'll give them a list. Say this Monday, so go there for this sign in that. This one they host marriage for banquet hall for memos. That one they host for Congress hall. And now the dignitaries in this way they will attend for Congress hall. We'll give them all that information. We'll give them so that may any man, if you want home marriage for inside Congress hall, you invite 20 people there. We'll not say, okay, if they catch all that 20, they will give 1 million. That's 20 million. And 20 million means 20 million bullets. Good job. Any man with the host married for inside Memo's banquet hall, for inside war, because war they go on now go celebrate. Anybody with the host married for inside Congress hall or any hall for inside Amazonia would already know, would already get all that information. I don't want to start revealing things there for here. Would already get the attendance, people with the dignitary high table, would already get that. Amber boys, they go to visit those places. They go to take some of those people them so on bail, and they must pay at least 2 million before they release them. Now, so would they raise money to, for instance, those groups that where they don't get spokesman, and so those groups they go stand up.
Hail, hail, hail the Kumkumasa, we the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Kumkumasa, Kumkumasa, you shall free our country from terror, and your blessing shall be like the stars above. The Most High God shall be your guide.
But this is the reality. People listen to the devil himself, my country people of La Republique, more than they listen to some Amazonian activists. This is the